Alright, now we need to have a bit of a chat. So, recently I've been seeing a lot of shit going around, like with Destiny, like a lot of people are not happy with it at the moment. Well, not happy with the monetization. Alright, now, I agree, the monetization is getting a bit out of hand now, but now this is the but. We brought this onto ourselves, okay? Like, Bungie, they are doing what they know they can get away with, right? Charging, like in New Zealand, it's like $170 for a expansion, like the deluxe edition of Lightfall was $170. It's very expensive, right? The game is very, very expensive now. I remember Beyond Light was, I think, 120, and even that was considered expensive back when that released. But now it's 170, only 2 years later. That is a very big increase. So now, there are quite a few things that people are complaining about, like specifically with the monetization system. I think the earliest thing that people were not happy with were, well, at least the thing that I could see, are the dungeon keys. Now, I do agree that dungeon keys are fucking probably just stupid, like the dungeon should be included with the season. But, you know, Bungie feels differently. I don't really recall anyone ever really did they really give a reason for that? I cannot remember if they did. But now, and then their collab skins. Now, personally, I don't mind if they charge a bit extra for their collab skins, personally, but I do have a problem with the fact that they stopped making them available for Bright Dust. Now, I'll give you a quick example. I don't have it on this character. On my Hunter... No, on my Warlock, you were able to buy the Fortnite pieces, for example, for Bright Dust, right? The Fortnite collab armor sets you could get for Bright Dust, and then after that, it was silver only. Now, is that really a problem? Like, their collab skins? Like, probably not. But another problem that I have with the skin specifically is with this season specifically, they released no new armor ornaments that you can earn with Bright Dust for this season. They only released a silver-only bundle. Right? That's the only armor ornament set that we got this season. I think that's like the biggest issue that I see with the skins in the store, is that they didn't even release one that we can earn without paying money this season. And then there's the whole thing of them increasing the price of the season pass. For whatever reason. Have they even given a reason why they increased the price? I don't even think they gave us a reason why they increased the price. Now, to be fair, they did only raise it, well, on paper they raised it by $2, but technically they raised it by $5, because, you know, there's no $12 pack for silver, and it costs $12 US to buy a season. Right, so I think now, like, and it'll be even more New Zealand, right? For I think $15 US is equal to like 20, like somewhere between 25 New Zealand dollars, right? Like that is a big increase from going from, you know, $16 for a season to between $20 to $25 a season. That is a big increase, right? And another thing that has me a bit worried about that is the price of the next expansion. Like, with the deluxe edition that it comes with all of the year season passes, now that they've increased the season pass price by, quite a substantial amount, they will most likely increase the price of the next expansion by a substantial amount. Right? It was a 20% increase for each season pass. That will add up to quite a big price increase. So that has made it where I am considering not even buying the next expansion, because it'll just be too expensive. $170 for an expansion with seasons, that is a lot of fucking money. And I'm not exempt from any of this shit of fucking providing Bungie with money and the okay to do all this monetization shit. I've spent quite a lot of fucking money in this game. I've spent a pretty penny in this game, right? I've bought plenty of silver, all the DLCs, right? I am part of the problem, okay? I do know that, but I think the thing is people and especially I just saw that whole thing with the PvP, and all of the money that all of the PvP players are paying is going to another game. I'm sorry, if that was me, I would be so fucking I would be fuming. If I was spending $100 a year to play a game for the PvP, and that company does not work on the PvP for years and then puts all of that money to a different PvP game, yeah, I would be fucking mad. Right, and then there's a whole thing of them not being able to get rid of the cheaters. Again, even though the players are paying $100 a year just to play the fucking game, they can't even just get rid of the cheaters. That is so trash. I'm sorry. And going off of the thing of wanting to pay $100 just to play the game, the server issues have been ridiculous. Today alone, I've probably gotten fucking 20 of those pop-ups where it said, attention, contacting Destiny 2 servers. I swear, it looks like that the Destiny servers literally cannot stay operating at any given time for longer than a week. Their servers can literally not go on for a week without having problems. So, a lot of people look at this and go, well, why would people pay $100 a year to play a game that has constant server issues, a massive cheater problem, who are ruining people's Trials Flawless cards, and no new PvP content? And and if you do want to play free-to-play, you will be bombarded with ads, literally, so fucking many. There was that one video from Sweatcicle where he showcased how many ads he got. I'd highly recommend it. Go give a watch. But it is so bad. And then there's the whole argument of Destiny not being a free-to-play game. It's just a free trial. And I do agree with that. One simple fix Bungie could do to fix that is just, bring back the Red War or something. Because at the moment, if you play Destiny free-to-play, there is literally no campaign at all. Right? Literally all of the campaign stuff you want, all of the campaign stuff in the game currently you have to pay for. There is no free campaign at all, right? When I first started playing back when it released free-to-play in 2019, there was Red War, Curse of Osiris, the Warmind. There were 3 free campaigns that you could do, and now there's none. right? They literally got rid of all of the free campaign stuff you could do and essentially just replace it with campaigns that would cost you like $80. Like if you just want to get the base campaign and like not even the deluxe edition, like not even the season passes. So if Red War was still in the game, like I would consider it a free game, a free to play game, but it's not. Like it really is just a free trial game that you then have to pay a shit ton of money for to experience literally any form of story. Like if you like, oh, and speak of the devil more, contacting Destiny 2 servers right there. Like literally, if you want to experience any form of story in the game, you have to pay money, right? And that is on top of all of the cosmetics. Like, you know, it's not a free to play. Like, and I get the idea of like the argument of free to play games need to have microtransactions, and I do agree. Like, they do need to make money somehow. But when you're charging like literally hundreds and hundreds of dollars for your DLCs, at that point it's not a free to play game. Like it really isn't. But again, in the end, we did this shit to ourselves. Like I did this as well. Like we just gave them way too much money. Right, we were giving them too much money when they were like ripping us off. Like if we go here, right, and we go like, look, the store, like with this new recommended thing, it literally lags out the store for like a solid like 1 or 2 seconds. Like they're literally making the game run worse with more microtransactions, right? Like, and there's really no point of this, right? If we want to get something, we can just look for it in the archive or the seasonal or the featured or Bright Dust. There's no reason to have a recommended section. Like literally no one asked for this. But again, it's Bungie doing what they can, you know, get away with microtransactions wise. But yeah, in the end, we did this to ourselves. But it is still, in my opinion, pretty scummy. Like charging, and the amount of money they're charging for each skin is also ridiculous. Like considering that this is not a free to play game. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. See ya.